Welcome back. May is Stroke Month, an opportunity to learn more about what a stroke is and how to identify if someone is having one. Dr. Arun Talcott is Director of Inpatient and Vascular Neurology Services with OSF HealthCare. He's here to share more. Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming in. So how can someone identify a stroke?
So the best way to really identify that is to use an acronym called BFAST, B-E-F-A-S-T. B is for sudden onset of balance problems. E is for sudden onset of eye problems, especially vision loss. F is for face, if you've got any drooping of your face. A is for arm or leg weakness, and S is for speech or any language. And if you have a sudden onset of those and it affects one side of your body or the other, then we really have to be worried about stroke.
And why is time such an important factor when it comes to strokes?
And T is the last part of that BFAST, and that stands for time. Time is important for two things. One, for every minute that you're having a stroke, you lose about 1.9 million brain cells, almost 2 million brain cells for every minute. The other thing that we also worry about from a time point of view is our treatments are really associated with how long it's been since you first noticed your symptoms, and that really affects what we can do with our drugs and our treatments.
So what are some of those treatment options for someone who's experienced this?
The most important thing that we have to look for is to make sure you have what's called an ischemic stroke, which is a blocked artery. And if that's the case, we want to see if that you're a candidate for what's called the clot buster or the TPA drug. We actually use a different form called TNK now, but it's really the same thing to try and dissolve that clot that's up there. Some people are candidates for that. Other people are actually candidates for putting a catheter through their artery in their leg that we can actually thread up into the brain and actually pull that clot out. Not everybody is a candidate for all that, but we need to decide very quickly who should get what treatment. So it's very important to get there quickly.
And what are you to do if you believe you are having a stroke?
Well, the first thing to do is if you notice it or if you notice it in somebody else, use that BFAST acronym. And if there's any concern about whether you're having a stroke, call 911 because you want to get to the nearest emergency department as quick as possible. We need to get a CT scan, make sure you're having or not having a bleeding type stroke, and then we can decide on what treatments are appropriate for you.
Well, thank you so much.
Sure.
I know those steps are crucial, especially when time is of the essence. So we will have all of this on our website, 25newsnow.com. But until next time, thanks so much for stopping in.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.